What is happening, Spotlight fam? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding today, and we've got the absolute must-know updates you can't afford to miss. The pace is relentless, the stories are massive, and you're about to get the inside scoop on everything that matters. From unexpected accusations to legendary callbacks, we're diving deep into the stories that are dominating the conversation. Don't blink, because you might miss it. We're talking about rapid-fire developments that could shift perspectives and set new trends. So buckle up, stay locked in, and prepare to be informed like never before. Let's get this show on the road. First up, a Hollywood icon is under fire for what some are calling a digital deception. We're talking about allegations of AI being used in a very public way, potentially altering the reality of fan experiences. This is a story that blends technology, celebrity, and the very nature of authenticity in the digital age. Get ready for the breakdown. Then, we're rewinding the clock to a golden era of a different kind of stardom. Remember when one artist could conquer both the music charts and the box office simultaneously? We're exploring a look back at a legendary year, dissecting what made that level of multi-platform success possible and asking if we'll ever see its like again. It's a deep dive into pop culture history. And speaking of talent on the rise, we're shifting gears to the ice. We've got a spotlight on the future of professional sports, highlighting the young athletes poised to make a massive impact in the coming seasons. Get ready to meet the names you'll be cheering for. Finally, we're circling back to a familiar face, but this time with a critical eye. We're examining the narrative of a star's journey, from the pinnacle of success to recent controversies, exploring the factors that have shaped their public image and career trajectory. Stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Let's get into it. Hollywood icon faces AI accusations. The digital age has blurred lines, and now, a major Hollywood figure is at the center of a burgeoning controversy involving allegations of using artificial intelligence to enhance promotional content. Will Smith, the celebrated actor and rapper, is reportedly facing scrutiny over a recent tour video that has sharp-eyed viewers questioning the authenticity of the crowd reactions depicted. This situation throws a spotlight on the increasing sophistication of AI tools and their potential application in shaping public perception. The video in question, disseminated across Smith's official YouTube and Instagram channels, showcases footage from his first-ever headline rap tour. However, the visual content has drawn significant attention due to several anomalies that are often associated with AI-generated imagery. Commenters and online observers have pointed out instances of duplicate individuals appearing in the crowd, oddly blurred faces, and even what appear to be extra fingers or disproportionate limbs on some audience members. Furthermore, the behavior of the crowd has been described as unnatural, and most notably, signs held by fans have displayed peculiar misspellings, including one that initially read LOVU Fresh Prince and later reappeared as LOVU FR6SH While it remains unconfirmed whether the footage is definitively AI-generated, and Smith himself has yet to issue a public statement on the matter, the consensus among many online is that AI played a role in its creation. Various media outlets have explored theories attempting to explain these visual discrepancies. One prominent theory, advanced by Andy Baio on Wax.org, suggests that Smith's team may have utilized AI to transform photographs of actual concert audiences into video clips. This process, if employed, could inadvertently introduce the kind of distortions and anatomical inaccuracies observed in the video, creating an uncanny valley effect. The speculation is that while the audience members themselves are real, their images were digitally manipulated to create video footage, leading to the unexpected visual artifacts. This controversy surfaces as Will Smith, a four-time Grammy winner, nears the conclusion of his European tour, which began in late June and is slated to end on August 30th in Wolverhampton, United Kingdom. The tour marks a significant moment in his career comeback, coinciding with the release of his fifth studio album, based on a true story, his first musical project in 2 decades. The album and tour represent a deliberate effort to re-engage with his music career, a facet of his artistry that has sometimes been overshadowed by his cinematic achievements. Beyond his music, Smith, an Oscar winner, has several film projects in various stages of pre-production, including anticipated sequels like Hancock 2 and I Am Legend 2, as well as new ventures such as Fast and Loose and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, according to IMDb. These projects signal a continued presence in Hollywood, even as he navigates this new public relations challenge. The public reaction to the alleged AI use has been swift and varied, with many expressing disappointment and questioning the integrity of promotional materials in an era where digital manipulation is increasingly commonplace. Others are reserving judgment until Smith or his representatives address the claims directly. The situation raises broader questions about the ethical use of AI in entertainment and the expectations of transparency from public figures. But before we dive deeper into the implications of digital deception in the spotlight, let's take a moment to appreciate a different era of stardom. Next, we're traveling back to a time when one artist seamlessly dominated both music and movies, and we're asking if that kind of multifaceted superstardom is even possible today. The unmatched reign of 1998's pop culture king, Will Smith. In the annals of entertainment history, certain years stand out as defining moments for individual artists, and 1998 shines particularly bright for Will Smith. During this period, Smith wasn't just a rising star. He was arguably the most dominant force in popular culture, achieving a rare and remarkable synthesis of film blockbuster success, chart-topping music, and widespread public adoration. His ability to command attention across multiple platforms, from the silver screen to the music charts, set a benchmark that few have matched since, prompting reflection on whether such comprehensive superstardom is attainable in today's fragmented media landscape. Smith's journey to the pinnacle of 1998 stardom was a carefully orchestrated ascent. Having already established a formidable presence as the Fresh Prince on television and gained recognition for his musical talent in the late 80s and early 90s, he transitioned into film with a string of summer blockbusters in the mid-90s. The movie Men in Black, released in 1997, was a critical and commercial triumph, further cementing his status as a leading man. Crucially, the film also provided him with a massive hit single, the title track, which dominated radio waves and further blurred the lines between his musical and acting careers. By 1998, this synergy had reached its zenith, marked by a year filled with crossover pop hits, unforgettable music videos, significant award wins, another box office smash, a high-profile marriage to fellow A-list actress Jada Pinkett, and even a notable pop hit for a Fresh Prince co-star. It was a period of seemingly untouchable success, where every venture he touched turned to gold. This extraordinary year is the subject of a recent deep dive on the Greatest Pop Stars podcast, specifically its Vintage Pop Stardom episode. Host Andrew Unterberger, joined by YouTube personality and Song vs. Song podcast co-host Todd in the Shadows, revisits Smith's 1998 peak. Their discussion aims to capture the sheer magnitude of Smith's influence during that era, emphasizing how he appeared infallible across his diverse projects and how surprising and jarring it was when he did stumble. The podcast delves into the mechanics of his cross-platform appeal, exploring questions such as whether Smith still had anything to prove in 1998, the truth behind rumors of Nuz ghostwriting, gettin' jiggy with it, the authenticity of Miami as a representation of South Beach, Smith's role in a potential late 90s disco revival, and the ultimate question, the likelihood of another entertainer achieving such widespread, multi-genre success in the future. Reflecting on Smith's 1998 dominance also brings to the fore discussions about the nature of fame, the pressures of maintaining superstardom, and the impact of public missteps. Following a period of significant public image challenges, the contrast with his 1998 triumphs is stark. The podcast's examination serves not only as a nostalgic look back, but also as a case study in the dynamics of celebrity, the construction of a public persona, and the long-term effects of career choices and personal conduct. The episode is accompanied by a YouTube playlist featuring key moments from Smith's 1998 career, offering listeners a comprehensive auditory and visual experience. The conversation also touches upon broader social issues, with the podcast creators encouraging support for trans rights through donations to organizations like the Transgender Law Center and Trans Lifeline, and advocating for political action via 5calls.org. This contextualizes the discussion of pop stardom within a larger framework of societal engagement and responsibility. It's a fascinating look back at a singular moment in pop culture history, but the world of talent and performance never stops evolving. Up next, we're turning our attention to the future of sports and the rising stars making waves in the NHL. NHL's next generation, young talent poised for stardom. The National Hockey League, NHL, is a league built on a foundation of emerging talent, where rookies and sophomores constantly push the boundaries of the game and redefine what's possible. As the league looks ahead to the 2025-26 season, a new cohort of players is generating significant buzz, with many analysts and fans identifying them as the future stars who will shape the sport. Among these promising talents, a select group of players, including Gauthier, Zack Bolduc, Kasper, Will Smith, and Mackie Samoskevich, are particularly highlighted for their potential to make a substantial impact and become household names in the coming years. These young athletes represent a diverse range of skills, playing styles, and draft positions, yet they share a common thread: exceptional potential and a trajectory pointing towards NHL success. Gauthier, a highly touted forward, has already showcased his scoring prowess and physical presence, making him a key prospect for his future team. Zack Bolduc, another forward, brings a blend of speed, skill, and offensive creativity, often drawing comparisons to established playmakers in the league. Kasper, a dynamic center, is known for his high hockey IQ, strong skating, and two-way game, making him a valuable asset in all situations. Will Smith, a skilled forward who has impressed at various levels, possesses a remarkable ability to handle the puck, create scoring chances, and contribute offensively. His vision and offensive instincts suggest he could become a significant point producer in the NHL. Mackie Samoskevich, a winger with excellent skating and puck-handling abilities, has demonstrated a knack for finding open ice and finishing plays. His offensive upside has many anticipating his transition to the professional ranks. The anticipation surrounding these players is palpable. Their performances in junior leagues, international tournaments, and development camps have consistently demonstrated their readiness to compete at a higher level. As they progress through their respective development paths, the NHL community is eagerly watching to see how they adapt to the professional game. The 2025-26 season is seen as a pivotal point where many of these players are expected to transition from prospects to established NHLers, potentially impacting team dynamics and league-wide narratives. Beyond these 5 individuals, the NHL continues to foster a rich pipeline of talent. The league's commitment to player development, scouting, and international recruitment ensures a steady stream of promising players entering the professional ranks each year. This infusion of new talent is crucial for the league's continued growth and popularity, as these young stars bring fresh energy, innovative playing styles, and compelling storylines that captivate fans. The narrative of these developing players often becomes a significant part of the NHL season, as teams either successfully integrate them into their lineups or patiently wait for their full potential to be realized. The excitement surrounding these future NHL stars is a testament to the league's enduring appeal and its ability to consistently produce captivating athletic talent. As the 2025-26 season approaches, the focus will undoubtedly be on how these individuals perform and whether they can live up to the considerable expectations placed upon them. Their journey from promising prospects to NHL impact players is a narrative that fans will be following closely, eager to witness the next chapter of hockey history unfold. These young talents are certainly ones to watch on the ice, but our next story takes us back to the spotlight, examining a different kind of journey. Now, let's turn our attention to a familiar face facing scrutiny for his recent career moves and public image. From Hollywood royalty to AI allegations, the complex narrative of Will Smith's comeback. Will Smith, once the undisputed king of Hollywood, a man whose name alone guaranteed box office success and cultural relevance, now finds himself navigating a period of intense scrutiny and public questioning. The narrative of his career has taken a sharp turn, moving from a position of unparalleled bankability to one where his promotional efforts are met with skepticism and accusations of digital deception. This dramatic shift, widely attributed to the infamous 2022 Oscars incident, has seen Smith attempt a comeback that is now being overshadowed by allegations of using AI-generated crowd reactions in a recent tour video, painting a complex picture of his current standing. The footage in question, posted on Smith's official YouTube channel, was intended to capture the energy of his comeback tour. Titled, "My favorite part of tour is seeing you all up close. Thank you for seeing me too." The video was meant to convey a sense of connection with his fans. However, upon closer inspection, the video revealed a host of visual anomalies that have led to widespread claims of AI generation. These include misspelled signs, such as FR6SHCRINCE, a clear alteration of fresh prints, and peculiar anatomical inconsistencies like hands with 6 fingers. Such errors have led many to criticize Smith, with one fan commenting, "Imagine being this rich and famous and having to use AI footage of crowds and bot comments on your video. Tragic, man, you used to be cool." The sentiment reflects a broader disappointment among some fans who perceive these actions as a sign of desperation. The current controversy is inextricably linked to the fallout from the 2022 Oscars ceremony, where Smith slapped presenter Chris Rock. This incident led to a 10-year ban from Academy Award ceremonies and a significant downturn in his career opportunities. Projects like Netflix's Fast and Loose were put on hold, and the revenue for the Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation saw a dramatic decrease, ultimately leading to its closure. Smith himself has attempted to contextualize the event, comparing it to the Japanese art of kintsugi, or brutiful, a blend of brutal and beautiful, in his reflections on the past few years. However, these explanations have not fully alleviated the public's perception of his career's decline. Beyond Smith's personal career challenges, the article delves into the broader struggles within the Smith family. Jada Pinkett Smith's revelations about their marital separation since 2016, her past entanglement with August Alsina, and her memoir, Worthy, have further fueled public discussion and criticism. Daughter Willow Smith's candid posts about anxiety and past experiences performing, and son Jaden Smith's public endeavors, like his I Love You restaurant food van for the homeless, are also mentioned, with some critics labeling the family as broken and weird. Smith's own reflections on his parenting style, admitting to being a pushy parent in his desire to replicate and improve upon his father's legacy, add another layer to the family's complex dynamics. Smith's career trajectory serves as a stark reminder of how quickly public perception can shift. From being one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, commanding upwards of £20 million per movie, he has become a figure associated with controversy and perceived authenticity issues. The upcoming tour dates, including a performance in Wolverhampton, mark his continued effort to reconnect with audiences and rebuild his career. However, the shadow of the Oscars slap and the recent AI allegations continue to shape the narrative surrounding his comeback, raising questions about the long-term impact on his legacy and his ability to regain the trust and adoration of the public. It's a story filled with twists and turns, highlighting the delicate balance between public image and artistic integrity. Now, let's wrap things up with a quick recap of all the major stories we've covered today. And that's a wrap on today's rapid-fire news. We saw Will Smith facing accusations of using AI in his tour video, a deep dive into the unparalleled pop stardom of Will Smith in 1998, a look at the promising NHL sophomores to watch, and a critical examination of Smith's career fall. Don't forget to smash that like button if you found this update valuable, subscribe to Cyrus Spotlight for more essential news, and hit the notification bell so you're always in the loop. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.